I'd like to welcome you guys to a Backroads Wednesday. The name of this will be changing. It won't be called no Backroads Wednesday. I'm going to be changing it to the Backroads of Indiana. I'll tell more about that some other day. But we're going to take you on a beautiful road called East Lothry. And it is just as unique as can be. I'm having troubles today. This little mount right here, whenever it gets real cold outside, it doesn't want to stay up. Yeah, it's my suction cup mount. So we're going to do our best today. Okay, we're going to start it from here. We're not exactly on our road, but we're very close to it. Like I said, this is one unique road. And I do have a story on this road if y'all want to hear it. As you guys look at the beauty, I tell the story of something that happened to me, I'm guessing 35 years ago. And here we go. As soon as we make this sharp turn, we are on East Lothry. Now, through the summer months, they just got done asphalting this road. Believe me, it was very, very rough to drive down before they did it this past summer. Make sure my mount's sticking up there. So, look at the beauty, and I'll tell you a story, y'all. Now, you guys heard me mention back in my younger days, before I met Angie, my wife, me and some friends would go out and do ghost hunting. We would. You know, we would go to a few places, and there was a place down here on this road, which is no longer there. It was abandoned, an old abandoned house, fallen down, condemned. There was no trespassing signs on the house back in them days. As a matter of fact, I don't even have no idea who would have owned it. But a lot of other people have been to this house. Supposedly it was haunted. Me being a very young guy at the time, and my other friends being young at the time, were like, let's go ghost hunt it. So all we're doing is basically going there with a flashlight, talking to the walls. We didn't have no cameras. We had no recording devices. And that is a deer head with a wig on it. A deer head with a wig. Only here in Indiana, folks. But anyway, we go there, and we all ride with one of our friends. It was, I'm not going to mention no names. It was me, another friend, and another friend, and another friend. So was that 4 of us? So we get in there, and we're all looking around and, you know, checking this out. Well, 3 of my friends went outside to look around, right? Well, while I'm in the house looking around, the floor gave away. I fell through the floor to the basement. I didn't get hurt, but yet, next thing I know is, I'm hearing the car start up and they're taking off. What the hell? I didn't find out later until they told me. They thought I was with them because, like, you know what? It's getting kind of cold. Let's go home, and, you know, let's go. I'm hungry. And so they all piled in the car. Now, when I fell through the floor, my flashlight bursted on the ground, and I had no way to get out of there. None. So, pretty much my friends are on the way back home. How they didn't know I wasn't with them is beyond me. I think they was playing a dirty joke. They did not know I fell through the floor. So I'm looking around. I'm trying to light my cigarette lighter for light. And I did find some crates down there where I can basically put one on top of another and climb back up to the hole I fell through. Now, there was no stairway down there. That was all rotted away. The only way out of that basement was the way I fell in. We're going to do this in one take, y'all. So, after about, I'm saying, I don't know how long it was, I finally made it my way out of the basement. I crawled right out of the hole. Now, the whole time doing this, I'm not scared, because I honestly thought I was going to have to walk home, which would have been a very long walk home, trust me. But the whole time doing this, oh, by the way, we're getting ready to come up to the end of the video. Sorry, or end of the road, guys. It's a small road. That house would have been back that way somewhere about 100 feet. But anyway, make a long story short, I got out. When they got to their, to my house, they figured out, hey, we ain't got Mike. Then he finally came back and got me. But yeah, It's a small road today, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize how small this road was, Ange. You know what? We already shot that road. Make a... you know what?
This way?
Well, shoot. Guys, we'll give you a little bit more of something else, okay? Let's figure this out. All right, guys. We figure we're going to take you through a cemetery to close her out, okay? We're going to take you through Riverview Cemetery. It's a beautiful, unique cemetery. My apologies. I honestly thought it would take us at least 10 minutes or longer to get off that road. I totally forgot how short it was. I am off game again today because I got a lot of things going through my head, and it's a nasty cold day out there. It is. So, as soon as we go through the cemetery, we'll just drive through together. And I've done a film. I filmed here before because it has some famous people. That was my GoPro shutting off. Interesting. Huh. Well, what's wrong with that? Okay. We see you at the cemetery. Alright, guys. I'm about ready to welcome you to Riverview Cemetery. It's kind of got some famous people here. Yeah. Lonnie Mack is buried here. And there's a man and his wife buried in a Cadillac here. A pink Cadillac at that. And this is pretty much ground zero of the Lothry Creek Massacre. I was going to do a documentary on that. We're just going to zip right on through. And yeah, this cemetery probably my wife and I know the best. And the reason being, we know a lot of people that's buried here. This ain't too far from the town of Aurora. It's in Dearborn County, Indiana. And it's quite a unique cemetery. And we'll get out and show some tombstones, but like I said, it's cold. And now the batteries I'm using now, because I'm using my GoPro 10, my GoPro 9, I got batteries should be able to handle the cold here. Unlike my GoPro 13, which takes this different type of battery, but I'm ordering them tonight that will handle the cold. Yeah, at least they're supposed to. You gonna make a right, or yeah, we'll probably go our normal route. We like to drive through here, Angie and I do, quite a bit. Imagine, look at all these big trees right here. These trees definitely outdate the cemetery. And now if we would have kept straight, that is a very, very narrow road because the trees pretty much almost overtaken it. But yeah, we like to drive through here every so often. Hi, Bubby. How you doing, honey? I like to drive through here every so often and just, you know, I don't know, just relax, I guess. I have filmed here before, though. I filmed about the Lonnie Mack being buried here. I filmed about the cemetery, the Cadillac being buried here, which we'll be going by that in a minute. I have filmed, which I want to redo, maybe, the Lothry Creek Massacre. And the reason I want to film that, because that was done, I think back in 2011 or 2012. If I ever did it again, I could do it justice. That was a really crappy video. Come on. I didn't know half the stuff I know today. But yeah, the Cadillac would be off here to my left. They had to buy up something like 5 or 6.
14.
14, thank you, Angie. 14 grave slots to bury that whole Cadillac. And right here it is on the left. You know what? We're going to turn the camera around and show you. As you kind of can see as we're driving by, Shuck. Right there it is. Their last name was Shuck.
No, that's...
Not that tombstone, hon.
No.
This one right up here.
Okay.
Was you lost there for a minute?
I was there for a second.
That's why I said it was right there.
Yeah.
There's actually a Cadillac underneath all that. I hope you guys was able to see with the tiny screen I have right up the top there. But yeah, there's a Cadillac underneath all that, and yeah. And my wife has a lot of friends buried here. I have friends buried here. You know, friends that their life was taken way too soon. Way too soon. But yeah, we figured we'd give you a little bit of the cemetery and add on to the road. Because that back road just wasn't long enough. If you guys ever want me to do cemeteries, just drive through them, let me know. Or graveyards. I could take you through lots of them. Oh yeah, lots of them. Now, we know a lot of people that's buried here. Angie and I have talked when it comes that time. Will we be buried here? No, I don't want to be buried here. No. I'm not sure where I want to be buried. I might want to be cremated. That's a hard question to come up with. I don't know. Then again, I have a thing about cremation too. You know, after many years go by, who ends up with your ashes? Right? I don't know. But yeah, Riverview Cemetery, y'all. Figure I'd give you a little sneak peek of it. If you guys ever want me to do this for back roads, let me know down in the comments. I could throw one in every so often. I mean, when we go through certain parks, I film them, right? So yeah. Alright guys, we're pretty much end it here. We're going to go home. I'm going to dump this on my computer for editing in a couple of days. And we're going to have lunch. Yeah. It is a cold day. Freezing cold. So you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next filming location. I do have something coming up, though. I'm going to be making an announcement on something. I got a little change coming. It's not a bad change, but it's going to help me out a whole bunch. Alright. We'll drive up a little bit more and we'll close her out, y'all. Alright. Good spot to close her out. Thanks for watching, everybody.